Okay, today we'll start the new subject. Uh, you know what is subject? Uh, Entrepreneurship development, right? So you know the term entrepreneurship. You studied in the advanced level business studies, right? So the entrepreneurship is important sector in the country development. So what is mean entrepreneurship? Anyone? What are the factors of protection under the macroeconomics? You already studied, right? Macroeconomics or economics advance, right? So there are four factors of protection is important. So what are they? What are the four factors of protection? Anyone answer the question? What are the factors of protection? So there are four factors. Uh, One is land, labor, capital, and the fourth one, the entrepreneurship or entrepreneur or enterprise, right? Suppose the land, so you will pay the rent. Capital, you will pay the interest. Labor, you will pay the salary or wages, right? So under the entrepreneurship, and the fourth factor, the entrepreneur or entrepreneurship or enterprise, right? So the entrepreneur will receive the profit from the business venture. So the entrepreneurship, right, is one of the factors of protection. So you will study the entrepreneurship development this second year, right? So, so the subject covered 30 hours, right, to credit. So Tuesday I will take for sometime the Kirtika, Miss covered the lectures, right? So Tuesday 8:30 to 10:30 and Wednesday 9:30 to 10:30. So these 2 days only for the lectures, and Wednesday 1:30 to 2:30 tutorial, right? So I will give in the assignment, right, later, and group presentation so will be held. So I will assign the group members. So you will prepare the presentation and submit the report and presentation, right? So later I will give the title for each group, right? So there are some objectives, right? So under the entrepreneurship development, the first one to familiarize the participant with the concept and overview of entrepreneurship with the view of enhancement entrepreneurial talent. So what is mean entrepreneurship? What are the advantages? What is what are the importance of entrepreneurship? What are the drawbacks? Right? What are the advantages? So that is also covered under the chapters, right? The second objective to impart knowledge on the basics of entrepreneurial skills and competency to provide the participant with the necessary inputs for creation of new ventures. So you know the entrepreneur, right? So there are a number of leading entrepreneurs in Sri Lanka, right? Women entrepreneur as well as the male entrepreneur, right? So they consist some skills or competency. So there are some competencies are important, right? To lead the business venture, right? So the Macbeth team identified some competencies are important to the entrepreneur, right? So basically, there are three main category of competencies are important. So under the main, there are 10 competency, right? So that is called the 10 pack. Personal entrepreneurial competencies are required to successful entrepreneur to lead the business venture, right? So the planning, competency, achievement, and power. So these three are broad category of competency, right? So under the achievement competency, there are 5. And planning competency, there are 3 competency covered under the planning competency, and power, there are 2, right? So the skills and competencies are important, right? The third one, to explore new vistas of entrepreneurship in 21st century environment to generate or innovative business idea, right? So you will, so after the graduation, you start own business, right? So the last week, the government announced next 3 or 5 years, there is no job provided by the government, right? So you can start own business, right? So you will receive the maximum profit from the business venture other than you will go to the government sector. So you will receive the salary, right? Every each month in 25th, right? So, but you can start own business. So you are the boss, right? You are the entrepreneur, right? So you can take the managerial decision. But in the government sector, you are the subordinate, right? So you will think about to start own business. So you will create new business idea rather than the existing market, right? So you will produce new product, right, or services rather than, right, in the current existing market, right? So you think about the innovative business idea, right? So that is covered in the entrepreneurship development subject, right? So these are some objective, right? So under the evaluation, so the final exam covered 65, right? The balance 35, continuous assessment, right? So the take home assignment 10 marks, and you will prepare the business plan. Suppose you start own business, you have, right? written documents that is called the business plan. So you will refer, right, the business plan, right, and you will operate your new business venture, right? So business plan is important. So that is the group assignment, right? Mid semester 15 marks. So under the take home assignments, sometime given the tutorial assignment or sometime the presentation, right? Group presentation, right? So that is 35 marks, right? Out of 100. So 65, the mm, final exam, right? Right. The chapter 1 covered the introduction to entrepreneurship, right? What is mean entrepreneurship? What are the advantages or drawbacks of entrepreneurship, and uh, what are the entrepreneurship development phases, right? Right. The so that is covered the introduction to entrepreneurship. The second one, entrepreneur, right? So you know what is who is an entrepreneur, what are the skills consist by the entrepreneur, what are the attributes or characteristics of an entrepreneur, right? So that is the chapter 2. Who is the leading entrepreneur in Sri Lanka? Best entrepreneur. So the government given the awards, the best entrepreneur in Sri Lanka every year. So last year, who is the best entrepreneur? Hmm? So there are a number of leading entrepreneurs in Sri Lanka. Women entrepreneur and the male entrepreneur. You heard the name Dhammika Pereira. He is the best entrepreneur. He received a lot of awards, right? So Dhammika Pereira is the leading entrepreneur. He uh, manage different business venture, right? Right. So he is the member of parliament in Sri Lanka, right? And you heard the hotel, right? So that is the managed by the woman entrepreneur Ottara Gunavartana, right? Leading woman entrepreneur. He managed the hotel, right? So there are a number of leading entrepreneurs in Sri Lanka. So they will consist some attributes or competency and skills. So we will see what are the competencies are required to the successful entrepreneur, right? So that is covered the chapter 2, entrepreneur concept and person. The third one, so suppose you want to start own business, so you identify what are the business opportunities are available in the market or in the environment, right? So identification of business opportunities, right? So there are a number of resources are abundant, in our area. Suppose in your area, so there are a number of raw materials are available. So you can convert the available resources into product, right? So there are a number of methods to generate new business idea, right? So first that is called the identification of business opportunities. You will create the business idea. So there are a number of techniques normally used by the new entrepreneur to start own business. So there are a number of techniques normally used. The one is the brainstorming, right? Brainstorming, one of the techniques used by the new entrepreneur to create new business idea, right? So that is the brainstorming method, normally the group assignment, right? So there are a number of members in the group, right? So each and every member still the resource person given one title, right, or sentence, right, or topics. So based on the topics, the members create new business idea, right? So that is called the brainstorming, right? That is the classroom assignment, right? The group assignment, right? The second one, so you will go to the field, right? What are the businesses are already operated in the particular area, right? So what are the needs of the people or the demand? So there are some gaps between the uh, supply and demand. So you identify the gaps and to create new business idea. So that is called visit your local business area, right? The second techniques normally used to create or generate new business idea. The third one, investigating your environment, right? So investigating your environment. So under the environment, there are number of resources are available. So what are the resources are available in your area? So you identify and convert the raw materials into product, right? So that is called the resources in nature, right? And in your area, some persons or people consist some skills or competencies, right? So you can identify the person competency. So you can use the person and to create new business. In some area, there are a number of carpenters are available, right? So you can use the carpenters, right, to create new business idea. So that is called the abilities and skills of the person in the area. So that is come under the investigating your environment, right? And there are a number of institutions in your area. They want some needs. So you can go to the particular institution, ask what are the needs you want. So you identify their demand. So you provide the service or product. There are some industries already operated in your area. They want some needs from you, right? For example, the industry want some security services or cleaning services, right? So you can provide the service, right? So that is also one of the techniques used to create or generate new business idea, right? And you can read some publications. So the printed materials are available. So you select the business idea from the publications. or sometimes you will go to the trade fair or exhibition, right? So you will get a lot of ideas from the trade exhibition or trade fair, right? So these are come under the investigating your environment. And the fourth one, using experiences, your experience as well as other people experience also create or generate new business idea, right? Sometimes you search one product in the market, but the particular product not available in the particular area or in the market. At the time, you will think about, right? So I will produce the particular product in the particular market. I will earn more profit rather than importing, right, from other countries. So sometimes other people so tell some story regarding searching some product in market, but the particular product not available in the market. So you will reduce the particular product in the market, so you will earn more profit, right? So the maximum, the entrepreneur, the goal is to achieve the maximize profit from the business venture, right? And so these are the some techniques we'll see later, right? That is identification of business opportunity. So you create a lot of business idea, right? Suppose you have five business ideas, you can't start five different business. So you start only one business. So now you have five business idea. How to select the best business idea from the five business idea? So there are a number of methods normally used to select the best one business idea among many, right? So that is called, there are two methods normally used by the potential entrepreneur, right? One is the field research, right? So you will go to the field, you will meet some people or the important person in the particular area. So you discuss with the person or the area people, this is my business idea, what do you think about my business idea, what is your suggestion, right? So they will provide some positive as well as negative uh, comments, right? So that is one of the methods used by the potential entrepreneurs to select the best one business idea, right? The second one, the SWOT analysis. So SWOT is WOT. There are four letters. SWOT, right? So what is mean SWOT analysis? Anyone? There are four letters. So the first SWOT mean the strength. The second W, the weakness, and the third one opportunities, and the final T stand for threats. So that is the SWOT analysis. This is the best one rather than the field research. Under the field research, there are sometimes the particular area people given the false information regarding to your business idea, right? So the second method is the best one to select the good business idea among many, right? The SWOT analysis. The strength and weakness are come under the internal environment or inside the business or inside the entrepreneur, right? Strength and weakness, right? The other tools are opportunities and threats, the external environment or the outside the business, right? So you put the SWOT analysis So suppose you have 3 business idea, so you prepare the SWOT analysis for 3, right? So your business idea consists more strength and less weakness, and more opportunities and less threats. You can select the business idea among your many business idea, right? So that is called the SWOT analysis. That is the important tools to select the best business idea, right? The chapter 4, right? Starting a new business, right? So you can start a new business. You have a concrete business idea. Otherwise, you can't start your own business, right? So you have the concrete business idea. This is my business idea. The next step will start your own business, right? So that is called the starting a new business, right? So starting a new business, you have a written document, right? That is called, you will prepare the business plan, right? So the business plan is important. So you will first you create or generate business idea, then you collect some information regarding your business idea. So then you write the business plan, right? So you will go to the field, you collect your who are your customers, the customer needs and wants. That is called the marketing survey or marketing research, right? So based on your information, so you will collect all the information, then you will prepare the business plan. So there are a number of lot of informations are covered under the business plan, right? So you will consult with many people or organization or institute. They will assist how to prepare the business plan. There are some organization will provide the training facilities how to prepare the business plan. Sometimes the banks, right? So the bankers are asked to prepare the business plan, right? Suppose you have approach the bank to obtain the loan, right? So at the time, the bankers will tell to prepare the business plan according their guidelines, right? So the business plan is important, right? To start own business. So this is the written documents, the business plan, right? So any business venture will consist business plan, right? Why do you prepare the building plan? Suppose you will construct a house, so you prepare the building plan. Why do you prepare the building plan? Why? Where the bedroom come under the location, where the entrance, where the kitchen will come there. So there are number of parts come under the building plan. So the same, the business also consists of the business plan. So there are number of uh, contents come under the preparation of business plan, right? So there are number of advantages of business plan, right? The based on the business plan, you think about to run the business or not, right? So you will prepare the business plan, right? Your business idea earn more profit, so you will start, right? So you will continuously run the business, right? Based on the business plan, you think about. to run the business or not, or to manage the business based on the business plan, right? And the important one, suppose you obtain the finance as a loan, the bank will ask to submit the business plan, right? So that is important. But you have enough money, no problem, right? You will start. But your own capital or the equity is not enough. You can go to the bank. At the time, bank will ask to submit the business plan as well as the collateral of the loan. So you will provide the guarantee, right? To provide the government servant sign the loan agreement form, or someday the one income taxpayer sign the agreement form of the loan, right? So otherwise, sometimes you surrender your property to the bank. So there are two requirements you will satisfy to obtain the bank loan, right? So at the time, that is the advantages of preparation of business plan, right? So under the business plan, there are number of contents come under the business plan. Suppose your business come under the micro scale business, right? So micro scale business, there are number of contents come under the business plan. Suppose your business come under small and medium scale, the contents are different, right? So in Sri Lanka, most of the business ventures are come under the micro, small and medium scale. About 95% of the business ventures come under the micro, small and medium scale business. So a few 5% come under the large scale business, right? So the micro scale business, the contents are different under the business plan. So you prepare the marketing plan, right? The form of business, right? The employees, right? And the legal responsibility of the entrepreneur, the insurance, right? And you prepare the costing, right? Important the finance aspects under the business plan, the costing. You calculate the costing, right? You calculate the total cost, then you will fix the price of the particular product or service, right? And total project cost, right? That is called the required startup capital, right? And where you get the required startup capital, that is called the sources of finance, right? So these are the contents come under the micro scale business, but in the small and medium scale, that is different. So you will prepare the marketing plan, action plan, organization and management plan. Finally, you prepare the financial plan, right? So you prepare the business plan, you will meet some important persons, right? So suppose you get some information from the government organization or non-government organization, right? Or you consult with Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the bank also, and you meet the accountant, lawyers, because and business consultant, right? So you will meet these important person, then you collect some information and you prepare the business plan, right? So under the marketing plan is important, right? So what is mean marketing? You study the second year first semester. You study the marketing management. What is mean marketing? But what is mean selling? Both are same or different. Earlier, the selling concept is famous, right? Nowadays, the marketing concept. So that is the Flip Kotler, the marketing group, define the marketing. What is mean marketing? What is mean selling? Both are different or both are same? Anyone? So the selling concept, the selling concept, you can produce and sell to the customer without knowing the customer needs and wants. Now the marketing concept is famous, right? So under the marketing, right? So you can go to the field, you identify who are your customers and customer needs and wants. Then you will produce product or service that is called the marketing, right? So first you identify who are your customer, right? That is called the customer, the market segmentation, right? And you find out the customer needs and wants. What is needs? What is mean wants? Anyone? There are two terms you know under the marketing. What is needs? What are the basic needs of human? There are three basic needs must. What are they? Food, clothes, and shelter. These are the basic needs of the human. What is wants? That is the individual preference or individual desire, right? So the food is in the basic needs, but the individuals are preferred. So I will prefer the rice and curry. Someone preferred the biryani. Someone preferred the fried rice, right? So you find out the customer needs and wants, then you will produce goods or services. So that is called the marketing, right? So the marketing plan is important under the business plan, right? So you carefully prepare the marketing plan and the costing is important, financial. Right? So you will prepare the financial plan, right? So under the costing, right? Costing is important, right? So first you calculate the total cost, then you fix or set the price of the particular product or service, right? So mainly all the businesses are come. There are four different types. One is the manufacturing business, right? Any business idea come these four, right? Manufacturing business, service providing, retail business, and wholesale business. These are the main four types of business. So any business idea come, right? These four categories, right? So suppose your business idea come under the manufacturing sector, right? Suppose you will produce from the raw materials to the final product, right? So you will calculate the total cost, right? You study the cost accounting in the first year, cost and management accounting, right? So under the costing, you calculate the under the manufacturing business, there are three cost elements are come under the calculation of total cost. What are they? So one is the direct material cost plus direct labor cost plus the indirect cost, that is called the overheads. So you add all three cost elements, then find out the total cost of the manufacturing business. This so service providing also same, but in case of your business idea come under the retail or wholesale business, buying and selling, right? So under the retail and wholesale business, there are two cost elements that come under the calculation of total cost, right? One is the direct material cost and the overheads. But in the direct labor cost not involved under the calculation of total cost, right? So there are two. So direct material cost means the purchasing cost of the final product from the wholesaler or the manufacturer. That is called the direct material cost plus the overheads, right? So you add these two costs, then calculate the total cost, right? So these are the important, right? And there are some costing methods you studied, right? The batch costing and the unit costing method. Suppose you produce the large quantity at a single production time. That is called, you can use the batch costing method. For example, the bakery business, at a time you produce 500 loaf of bread, right? So you can use the batch costing method. But in case of the single product, so the valuable product will produce at a single production time, that is used the unit costing method, right? So you can use either batch costing method or unit costing method based on your business idea, right? So that is under the business plan. So that is chapter 4 covered. And chapter 5, improving an existing business, right? First, you create your business, right? That is the business idea turned into real business. That is, you prepare the business plan. That is the starting your business. The next step, how to improve your existing business. So you will concentrate some area, right? Marketing, buying, stock control, and the record keeping, costing, and business planning. So these are some modules under the improving an existing business, right? So that is chapter 5 covered. And the chapter 6, role of entrepreneurship in national development, right? So the entrepreneurial ventures are play a major role in the economic development of the country economy in different ways, right? You know, you study the macroeconomics, so you can refer the central bank annual report. So every year, the central bank published the annual report. So you can refer the annual report, right? So the annual report reveal all the information, right, regarding the entrepreneurship. So there are number of sectors come under the entrepreneurship. They contribute to the GDP and GNP. What is GDP? Gross domestic product, and gross national product. So the entrepreneurial ventures are contribute in the GDP and GNP. So you refer what are the percentage contribute to the particular entrepreneurship or the entrepreneurial venture in the GDP, right? In the sector wise, manufacturing sector, service, trading, agriculture, right? So that is so published in the central bank annual report. So you can refer the central bank annual report, right? So sometimes one questions come under the final or mid semester exam regarding the role of entrepreneurship. What are the entrepreneurial ventures are play in the economic development of the country, right? So contribute to the GDP, GNB, and the third important one, creation of employment, right? So that is important. So you can refer the central bank annual report, the percentage compared to 2021 to 22, increase or decrease, right? So in there are a number of ways the entrepreneurship or entrepreneurial ventures play major role in the national development or the economic development of the country, right? So that is chapter 6 and chapter 7. There are some regulatory frameworks, right? So there are some frameworks. So there are a number of organizations regulate your own how to own business, how to start your own business, right? So the Department of Inland Revenue, right? Uh, and the Divisional Secretariat, DS office, or sometimes the registrar of companies or any other organization, Chamber of Commerce, right? So there are a number of organizations will assist in the regulatory maintain the regulation to form the business. Suppose you start right under the your business come under the micro scale business. So there are three forms are most important to the micro scale business. One is the sole proprietorship. You know, you studied the accounting also. Sole proprietorship, right? Only one person involved in the business activity, right? They will provide the capital and they will enjoy the profit and loss. So the particular person take all the managerial decision under the sole proprietorship, right? Suppose your business come under the sole proprietorship, so you can approach the DS office, right? So you can go to the DS office, you meet the assistant divisional secretary, so they will provide the applications form, how to start your own business under the sole proprietorship. So you can pay some registration fee, right? So that is one of the form. So that is you can approach the DS office. Suppose your business come under the partnership, right? So the minimum to maximum 20% are involved in the particular business activity. That is called the partnership, right? So your business come under the partnership. So you can go to the DS office and you fill the application form, you pay the registration fee under the partnership, right? More than two and minimum 20, right? Persons are involved in the particular business activity. That is called partnership. So you can flow the partnership agreement, right? Right? How to put the capital, how to divide the shares or profit and loss, right? Who will make the decision, right? So that is also under the partnership agreement. So the second form, sole proprietorship or partnership, and third one, limited company, right? So under the limited company, there are a number of procedures are followed to form the limited company, right? So you will prepare the article of association and memorandum of association, right? So these two documents sent with the name of the business to the registrar of company. The registrar of company read all the documents, then they will provide the certificate of incorporation, right? So after receive the certificate of incorporation, you will start your real business, real operation, right? So there are a number of procedures. There are difficult. The registration fee also high, right? So you will approach the registrar of company in Kalam, right? So these are the some regulatory framework you will follow to start own business, right? So these are the contents, right? So there are some differences. So you need, so you will some textbook, the small business and entrepreneurship, business plan, generate your business idea manual, start your business manual, entrepreneurial development, entrepreneurship development, right? So these are the references for you will gather more knowledge in the website regarding the entrepreneurship development subject, right? So any questions regarding the post outline, you will ask. So this is the common for BBA and BCom, right? So based on suppose the BCom students follow the there are two specialization program under the BCom from the third year onwards, right? One is accounting and finance, and second one entrepreneurial the enterprise development, right? Become honors in enterprise development or become honors in accounting and finance. There are two options are available to the BCom students, but in the BBA students there are two CRM and marketing, right? Suppose you will follow the BCom honors in enterprise development, you will achieve the B grade in the entrepreneurship development in the second year, second semester, right? So you will think about you fulfill other requirement. So you will follow the third year onwards. You know the become honors in enterprise development, right? So now in future you will start own business, right? The government not provide the jobs to the undergraduate. So you will think about to start own business. So you will study the entrepreneurship development in carefully, right? So you will think about, right? You start own business, you are the boss, right? So you will earn more profit rather than the salary, right? So you are the boss. So you will provide lot of employment opportunity to others, right? But in government sector, you will go to the development office, right? You will receive the salary every month, 50,000 or 60,000, right? So you are the subordinate. So the boss will will given the instruction, you will follow. But in the entrepreneurship, you start own business, you are the entrepreneur, right? So you will receive the maximized profit from the business venture, right? You will take the managerial decision of the particular business venture, right? You are the own boss. So you will think about to start own business in future after the graduation. Okay. Any questions you will ask? So otherwise, I will tomorrow. I will sometime I will take the lecture. So the Kirtika miss will take the lectures tomorrow 9:30, right, for the chapter 1. So any questions you will ask regarding the course outline and the syllabus and the evaluation criteria? Anyone, any doubts or any clarification, any so who will be the rep, the particular batch? Who?
Sir, I am good morning.
Good morning. Which number? The registration number?
Com 105, 115.
115.
Oh yeah, com
115. What is your name?
refund.
So I will pass any message from the front right. You are commerce or management?
Com sir, commerce.
150. So you will contact later.
Okay.
So any questions? Anyone ask any question, you will ask. I will give the answer. Any doubts? So otherwise, we will meet tomorrow 9:30. Okay.